Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caffeinated Dino and today we're continuing Raptor Boyfriend, a high school romance. We finished Robert's route last time and so we're going to start a new route. I think this time we're going to go for Day instead of Taylor. I don't know, I'm just interested in Day. I want to leave Taylor's for last. I think it'll be fun to leave the old flame thing for later. I don't know. That's my thought process. Alright, let's start. It's been a while since our last appointment, hasn't it, Doc? Well, I'm not gonna lie. A lot's changed. I know it's kind of a cliche, but my life didn't really start until last year. It didn't start until me and my dad moved to Ladle. Ladle, this magical small town in the middle of nowhere, Ontario. I dreamed of moving here for so long. Ever since I was a kid, I'd come to visit Grandma and go to the local camp. It was like a fantastical adventure every summer. Going back home to the lousy city felt like someone shaking me away from an amazing dream. But this time, it was different. This time, Ladle was going to be my home. I wish the reason we moved here wasn't because Grandma had passed on. We used to be so close. But then right before high school, me and Dad stopped coming to Ladle because let's say they had a fight this time. Mix it up. Try and mix up our answers. Last time we were there, Dad and Grandma had this huge fight. It was something to do with Dad's work. I just remember being surprised that Grandma could yell that loud. She was so tiny. After that, she only called during my birthday and holidays. And her and Dad barely talked. I think Dad felt really bad about not seeing her again. It took a while for it to sink in for me. In movies, when people die, it's always so dramatic and meaningful. But other than the funeral and sadness, a lot of what you have to deal with is a lot of paperwork. We came up here because despite all that had happened, Grandma left Dad everything. That included her house. So we moved in. I know, talk about bittersweet, right? Back then, when we first moved in, I didn't know how to feel. Dad told me that Grandma would have wanted me to enjoy my senior year, and so that's what I set out to do. I had a lot going for me. Dad let me have Grandma's old truck. I was going to a new school where I could make a good first impression, and I was in Ladle. Now, I know that I haven't been great at meeting new people. I usually like to keep to myself. It was like totally by choice though. Come on, Doc, don't look at me like that. Ugh, fine. It wasn't by choice. I was a dweeb. A big fat dweebus with an L practically tattooed on my forehead. Is that what you want to hear? You're right. That wasn't fair. It's just, I'm still a bit sore about it. I guess I just had trouble making friends because my best friend ditched me. We were so close all the way up until 6th grade, and then, I don't know, she got cool all of a sudden or something. She stopped hanging out with me, and then it was like no one wanted to hang out with me. So yeah, Doc, I hadn't really had the best of luck before, but on that day, September 15th, 1997, the planets must have aligned in some way that changed everything. Let me tell you about my first day at Ladle High. I was on the way to Ladle High, trying desperately not to freak out about the horrifying prospect of starting a new high school during senior year. It's going to be fine. Ladle's different from most places. What's the worst that can happen? I get shamed, kicked out of school, and regret my actions for the rest of my life? My comforting words weren't enough to calm me down, weirdly. I need a game plan. And a goal. Yes, that's it. I knew I was already under a lot of pressure. So I made a goal that felt very reasonable. I'm going to be the coolest girl in school. On the first day, everyone will be like, you, Stella Sorosta, are the coolest girl in Ladle High. It seems pretty doable. Game plan time. All I have to do is, I only just gotta, here's how I'm gonna do it. I'll make myself into, we did Rockstar last time, so I guess we'll do Sex Symbol this time. I'll make myself into a sex symbol. I'll exude confidence in my body and say things like, hey stud. I'll be wicked good at flirting and talk about sexual things. I might draw the ire of prudes, but whose face would be iconic through the decades. Mine, not theirs. With a solid plan in place, I started getting closer to school. Then it hit me. What if I run into Taylor? I didn't know how to feel about that. Taylor was my camp friend. I hadn't seen him since I was 13. We used to write each other in between summers. I remember being so excited every time I got one of his letters. It was like I was just a little bit closer to being in Ladle. Then the year I stopped going to camp, I also stopped writing. I don't know why. Maybe it was because I stopped going to camp. Maybe it was because I felt bad about not going to camp anymore. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just didn't want him to be upset. And I guess I was just afraid that if I wrote him, he'd write back with something that just made me sad. Maybe I wanted to be able to remember my friendship just being nice. I knew I had to focus though. Whether I ran into Taylor or not, first things first. I needed to become a sex symbol. Episode 1. Welcome to Ladle. After going to the office to get registered, I went to go find my locker. I was supposed to meet a class representative who was going to show me around Ladle High. They said they would meet me by my locker. I guess this is it. It had something leaking out of it. Yep, that's the locker I would get. Well, might as well put my stuff in here. Oh, God. This locker smells like death. The smell was so potent that it made my eyes water. Ugh, I could feel it. It's so dense, like a stench blanket. I had to find the source before I fainted. That gym sock. It seemed to be the center of the stink zone. Ew. So gross. The smell of the gross gym sock was creeping into the hallway. People were starting to notice. I'm gonna throw up. Where is that coming from? This is so embarrassing. I don't want to be known as a smelly girl at school. I had to do something. This is my chance to establish myself as a sex symbol. Oh dear. Is that a little me? I mean, no, it's not. I'm only used to the finest of perfumes and oils. lotions and stuff. I rubbed them on my body. I was losing them. Watch out. I couldn't believe my eyes. It was a velociraptor. On a skateboard? Whoa. That dinosaur boy looked so cool. The way his feather crest would float as he cut through the air. His powerful dinosaur legs and sharp claws. Such balance and grace. But what did he want with me? Alright everyone, this has all been... Oh, I don't remember what I said last time. I think I said prank last time. Let's go a play. A play? Yes, a play. A piece of theater for you to enjoy. It's called Ode to a Stink. And I'd like to thank my co-star, the new girl. You're welcome. Give it up for the new girl. The crowd slowly moved on, and then it was just me, standing face to face with a raptor. Okay, I think we pulled that off. You're a dinosaur. You're yeah. You're a dinosaur. You know it. How's that possible? What can I say? I do the impossible. Look, I know it's a lot to take in. Yes, I am a skateboarding velociraptor. No, I'm not here to eat you. I'm actually pretty partial to pizza, spaghetti, and small amphibians. That's some pretty new girl at school. Oh. Nice cover back there. So, what is that smell anyway? We did the jerk one last time. Let's lie and say nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. Come on, you must smell that. Nope, I don't smell anything. Really? Yeah? But sorry? I know humans don't have the same incredible scent powers of a raptor, but you must be able to smell that. Okay, look, I put the stinky sock in your locker. I did it as a prank. I thought it would break the ice, make you feel at home here. I worked super hard on it. Play along. Oh, wait. I get it now. A stinky sock in my locker, and I didn't know it was there. You don't have to do this. I know the prank sucked. No, it was good. I appreciate you trying to make me feel better. This is a pretty bad way to start your first day here at Ladle, huh? Yeah, it's not really going how I planned it. You deserve a better prank than this. Anyways, my name is Robert Raptorson. Who are you? I thought this should be easy. Just tell him your name. Let's be cool. Wouldn't you like to know? Oh my god, that's not what I was thinking she was gonna do. I totally would. Right, of course, it's just so many people are like asking me my name and stuff. Cause you're new here, right? Right. Sorry. So? Alright, my name? It's I'm Strella. Oh my god, we still messed it up. Yep. I mean, it was my first real conversation with a cute boy, and I was already messing it up. Hopeless. Strella? Cool. No, sorry, it's, never mind. I'm supposed to meet the class representative to show me around the school. I guess they forgot? Nope, that's me, class representative. Really? Sure, who better to show you around than me? I am very representative of what the school has to offer. Right. And my family has lived in Ladle for generations. You may have heard of us. The Raptorsons. I actually vaguely remembered hearing about the Raptorsons when I came to Ladle. I recognize that name. Didn't think we were actual raptors? Yeah. I get it. Even with all the bizarre shit in Ladle, we tend to stand out. How many generations has your family been here? Oh, we go all the way back. Like, how long? Years. Probably hundreds of them. Wow. Anyways, I'm supposed to show you to the gym, the library, and the soccer field. But the gym has a black mold problem. The library is a library. And the soccer field is just a muddy hole since our groundskeeper disappeared. Disappeared? Some people believe he was the victim of the Ladle Ripper. Who? Oh, just a serial murderer that lives in the woods and butchers people with an axe. Most people think he's just a legend made up by the superstitious townfolk. But I think he's real. Let's let that simmer on the back burner. For now, let me show you the true pride and joy of Ladle High. I was ready for a big tour of the school, but Robert just took me down the hall. So, what do you think? It's a nice display case. No, not the display case. What's inside it? These are the greatest achievements of Ladle High. Notice anything about them? Sports? I see it. They're all sports related. No, well, yes, but check out all those snowboarding championships. Notice anything about them? That's right, I won them all. You skateboard and snowboard? I'm a bit of a board savant. Well, I don't really compete anymore. How about you? You ever won any trophies or medals? Nah. I never really competed to begin with. The only thing I was ever any good at was history class. I didn't really hand out trophies for correcting people about Viking helmets. What about them? They didn't actually have horns. Haha. Hey, what are you doing after school? To really complete your tour, I have to show you to the lake. The lake? Yeah, you gotta see the lake if you want to know the real Ladle. Okay. The thing is, I'm not actually new to Ladle. Don't accept my invitation so lightly. The lake is a challenge. A test. Of what? Nothing. Just your worthiness. Okay, you look worried. It's actually gonna be pretty chill. Oh, okay. But also be prepared and stuff. Oh, okay. And if you run into anybody cool, bring them along. I'm trying to get as many people to come as I can. Totally. Anyways, here's my number. I hope to see you there, because I want to know if you are worthy. See you later, Smella. Sorry, it's Strella, right? Actually, it's Stella. Oh, right. Okay, cool. That was how I met Robert. I was so thrown off by him giving me his number. That had never happened before. Then he asked me to hang out after school. I didn't know if it was a date or another prank or just a friendly invitation. I didn't even know where the lake was. There are lakes all over Ladle. Which lake was the lake? I thought that after that, the rest of the school day would be pretty uneventful. But the weirdness was not over yet. After failing to convince the Passion Club that fanny packs are sexy, I headed back to my locker. I think I've pretty much contained the sink. I will just have to keep this locker closed pretty much all of the time. Where were you this morning? Well, I was a little late. I And what about last night? I was unpacking? I mean, come on. Okay, that's not true. I said I would unpack, but I ended up walking around behind my grandma's house. We were supposed to hang out. What? This is how it always is, isn't it? You come and go whenever you want. If you want something from me, then you are around. But if you want something from you, you just vanish like you always do. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Sometimes you are right there, being all nice, and it's like you and I, we are a real thing. And other times, it's like you don't even exist. Yep, she's gone again. Excuse me? Whoa! Sorry. I didn't see you there. Whoa. Who was this girl? She was so cool and absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Were those wings? And antennae? Was she some sort of magic fairy? Are you okay? What? Huh? You said excuse me, and then wow? Then you just stood there, staring at me for like at least 2 minutes. I was just wondering if you were talking to me. Oh shit, you heard that? Yeah. Sorry, I was fighting with Ingrid. Is Ingrid invisible? Sometimes. Only when it's really convenient. But I don't think she's here right now. Okay. Wait, you must be the new girl. Yeah, kinda. Wow, I'm making great first impression then. Like, hey, how about I yell in the halls at an invisible person for a while? My name is Day. I guess you probably noticed by now that I'm a fae? Yeah. Wow, you went for the proper pronunciation and everything. I've read things. This must be a lot for you to take in. It has been kind of a intense day. You're actually one of the few people who's like stopped to talk to me. Damn, I never had to change schools before, and I'm still a loser. Oh, I didn't mean that you're a loser. Wait, you can't be a loser. You're cool. You're the only one who seems to think so. I guess that's what happens when you spend all your day studying instead of, I don't know, talking to people. And it probably didn't help that my mom was a teacher at my elementary school. Or that I wore a superhero cape until I was 8. I mean... I sneezed in my 5th grade teacher's face. Then I blamed it on Jesus. Hey, I didn't catch your name. Oh, it's Stella. I nailed it that time. I couldn't believe it either, because at the time I was so distracted by her wings. Okay, Stella, I noticed you're a bit distracted by my wings. Oh my god, I am so sorry. It's okay. Look, if it helps, you can ask me some questions. Really? Yeah, for sure. Do you have magic powers? Yeah. I'm sorry, did I say something? No, it's just... they suck. What do? My magic powers. All they can do is make things slightly better if you, like, believe or whatever. What's that mean? Exactly. It's super dweeby. So you have, like, a table or something, and one leg is shorter than the others. if you really believe, and I really believe, then I can make the table better. I can make it slightly less uneven. Sorry, all this cryptid stuff is just kind of normal to me. I lived here all my life. I used to go to camp here, but living here is like different. Yeah, you'll probably see some more locals if you know what I mean. Like me and Ingrid. Oh, right. Yeah, I've already been a skateboarding dinosaur. Ah, Robert. Yeah, he actually... I remember Robert telling me to bring any cool people I run into, and... well, I thought Dave was cool, so that was good enough for me. He asked me to come to the lake. He did. Yeah, he said to bring along anyone cool that I run into, so... you want to come with me? Me? Go to the lake? You don't have to if you don't. No, it's just... did he say anything about it? He just said something about... worthiness. Something about worthiness or something. That sounds like a lot of pressure. I know, right? I don't know. I've never gone there before. I mean, I've gone there, but I've never hung out there. It's a school night, and I've never gone there, and is it going to be like a party? I don't know. It could be like 5 people, or it could be a total rager. 5 people is still a party, right? No, that's more like a get-together, or chill sesh. Chill sesh? We shouldn't go, maybe. No, actually, we should go. It'll be good for us. Because you're the new girl, and I'm a total brain. Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not, though. What? No, you're right. Let's go. Okay. We just gotta get hyped. Let's do this thing. We're going to the lake. Yeah, we are. The thing is, though, I don't know where it is, really. Oh, right. Could you, tell me? Or, like, draw a map? Hey, why don't I show you? You have a car? Yes. Wait, no. So which is it? It's more like a truck. Great, so you can give me a ride. Totally. Awesome. Okay, here's my number. If you're nervous about the lake, give me a call. Or, you know, if you just want to talk about anything or whatever. So you just legitimately want to talk to me? Yeah. This was the second person to just give me their number like it was no big deal or something. Pick me up around 7? Okay. Awesome. 1 sec, though. Hey, guess what? Me and... what's your name again? Stella. Me and Stella are going to the lake together. Did you hear that? I know you're still around here somewhere. I guess she is gone. I had never been invited to anything before in my life. Not only had a hot dinosaur invited me to the lake, but I was giving a hot fae a ride there too. I was standing there by my locker, looking at the 2 scraps of phone numbers in disbelief. I didn't know whether to be excited or terrified. Then someone came along to clear that up for me. Wow. Why are you just standing around with that ridiculous grin on your face? Huh? You're a ghost! That's friggin' right, I'm a ghost. Does that scare you? Let's play it cool. Not at all. I know all about Layla's creep. I mean, that's right, I am a creep. I understand if you can't handle it. It's pretty friggin' intense. Trapped between this world and the next. Doomed to wander in everlasting torment and stuff. I'm like a tragic spirit, and sometimes a vengeful one. It's like way more than some people can handle, okay? I like don't even know how I died. Were you murdered by the Little Ripper? Yeah, I mean, maybe. However I died, it was like probably really violent and tragic. Really friggin' tragic, okay? Okay. And like, Day is the only one smart enough to figure it out because she's like such a friggin' like, because it's like such a friggin' like mystery. And I'm not like mad that she's going to the lake with you. Because like, when you're a spectral entity trapped in between death and the mortal coil, then like, jealousy and stuff is kind of beneath you. I'm just telling you to watch out, okay? Sure. Just be careful. Cause like, as a ghost, I can do all sorts of stuff. Like, walk through walls and be invisible. But that's not even the half of it. Sometimes I get all poltergeist on stuff. Start throwing freaking furniture and smashing mirrors and like, knives. And I'll even set your clocks back 5 minutes late. Or early. And don't even blame me if that happens, because like, I can't even control it. And that's not like a threat or anything. It's just like, if you're gonna be around Day, then I might be around. And I just want you to know that what you're getting into. So like, yeah, maybe I'll see you at the lake. It'll be fun. Yeah, fun. I was on my way home, still very confused about everything that happened. I can't believe how wild that first day was. I mean, people talked to me. Wicked cool people. And the plan. God, this morning when I made that plan, I had no idea that it would work so flawlessly. Okay, so maybe not totally flawless in execution, but I've got time to really perfect my strategy. By the time I get to the lake, I'll have it mastered. That was when it all hit me. I'm going to some kind of party with people that I just met. I might have fooled them into thinking that I'm cool for like 5 minutes, but now, who knows how long we'll be at the lake. But I have to go. They're expecting me. I was so afraid of the idea that I got stuck, that I get there and blink or embarrass myself somehow. I started having a mini panic attack on the car ride home. Okay, Stella. Gotta think of something else. Gotta calm down. Look in the rearview mirror. That always works. They say you should be checking your rearview mirror for like every 30 seconds or something. But for like quick bursts. I'm more into checking every 3 minutes or so. But I give it a good stare. It helps me calm down. I sometimes get lost in it. I like seeing the road being put behind me. It's oddly therapeutic. Goodbye, old road. Sorry for driving on you. Maybe this time I looked for a bit too long. Whoa, holy... Taylor? Stella? I can't believe I'd hit him. I'd hit my old camp friend, Taylor Talltoe. I was in shock. I mean, I knew I'd probably see him around at some point, but not like that. There was a million things that I probably should have been thinking about, like, how to explain why I stopped writing to him. What was he doing out here? Why wasn't he at school? All I could think about was how much he had changed. Hey. He was always tall, but now he has grown, like, a lot. He wasn't the skinny boy I remembered. He was something else now. I found myself looking deep into his piercing blue eyes. I could feel a mysterious sadness in them. Stella? Sorry? Are you sure you don't need to go to the hospital or something? Yeah, no, I'm good. Just a bruised shoulder. I just need to chill for a second. Ah, why did it go backwards? Genuine. Taylor, I'm so sorry for hitting you with my truck. I had a lot on my mind. I wasn't watching the road. I feel awful about this. Forget it, let's not make it into a big deal. Look, if it makes you feel any better, I get hit by trucks all the time. How is that supposed to make me feel better? Sorry, it just kind of comes with the territory of being a Bigfoot and everything. We're too stealthy for our own good. Taylor always had a pretty good sense of humor when it came to being a Bigfoot. When I first met him and his family at their camp, I was like 5 years old. I was just so excited that magical creatures like him existed. I had to go home and tell everyone about how my best friend at summer camp was a Bigfoot boy my age. Maybe that was the start of people thinking I was bizarre. Okay, you can stop lying now. No, really, I even developed a pretty effective technique. The trick is to hop up at the last second and really put your shoulder into it. It helps to be tall though. That way you have a high center of gravity and can make it over the front grill. Are you being serious? If anything, you were actually in more danger than I was. The last couple of times someone hit me with a truck, I ended up going right through the glass. What? I made it through like 3 fatal accidents. I turned the driver's bodies into mulch, hide the evidence, and it's good for the local ferns. Taylor, you did not. True story. Uh-huh. So I'm standing next to someone who's hidden several bodies. So yeah, you're totally making this up to make me feel better. Maybe I am. Is it working? Genuine. Yeah, it's good to know that you are okay. I would never forgive myself if I killed my only friend. Well, at least I know we're still friends. Taylor? You kind of moved away to the city and stopped hearing from you, and... well, I kind of thought... Taylor, I am so sorry. It's just Taylor, it's just that... the words just weren't coming. Stella, it's okay. It's just... well, it's just good to see you again. Yeah, it's good to see you again, too. So... well, I gotta go. What? So soon? Hey, now that you're back in town, we'll probably see each other around. If not, maybe you'll run into me in another 4 years. Wait, Taylor... I couldn't let him leave so soon. Not like that. Will you come to the lake with me? Stella, wait, did you say the lake? Yeah. Are you sure you meant the lake and not like a lake? The lake, I think. A raptor named Robert asked me if I wanted to go. Robert Raptor's son? Yeah. Weird. I'm supposed to pick up a fangirl named Day on the way there. Huh. What? Stella, what do you think happens at the lake? Cool stuff? Probably like cool teen stuff? Cool teen stuff? Yeah, you know, the regular cool teen stuff cool teens do. I'm not familiar with this cool stuff you speak of. Would you care to elaborate? Like, yes. Charades? Oh boy. Look, the lake is just a place where burnouts and losers hang out, drink, and smoke weed. Like a wild 24/7 party? No, more like 5 or 6 people sitting around talking bullshit. Oh. Yeah, it's not really Robert or Day's scene. It's kind of throwing me off. What do you mean? Well, Robert usually hangs out with his jock friends in the parking lot of the Loveland Frog Steiner. And Day's just... well, she doesn't really hang out. I always figured she was too busy studying and doing shit for extra credit. That's if Ingrid isn't hovering around her. Oh. And speaking of people whose scenes this is most definitely not. Are you sure you're ready for this, Stella? Let's be less confident. I think we did confident last time. This is bad. I can't go through with this. Who am I kidding? I got a toy horse in my dashboard, for God's sakes. I'm not ready for this. They're gonna take one look at me and be like, this girl has a nightlight in her room. We can't be friends with her. Stella, relax. I've been to these things before. You will be fine. You've been to the lake before? Yes. What? Nothing. Oh no. Ask him nicely. Taylor? Yes? Taylor, old buddy? Yes? Taylor, dearest friend. Can I ask you, like, a little favor? Like, just a teensy-weensy baby favor? Do you have a microscope? Because you're going to need it to see this tiny little speck of a favor. What, as if I don't already know, is this nanomolecular favor you speak of? Taylor. Yes. Will you please come to the lake with me? The thing is, right, I don't really want to. Please? Oof. Pretty please? Nope. Pretty please with a cherry on top? Absolutely not. Pretty please with banana sundae and a cherry on top? This is the worst. Pretty please with, fine, I'll go. Just please stop that, now. Thanks, Taylor. I promise we won't stay too long. It really means a lot having you there. Will you need a ride? No, it's okay. I know where it is. Here, you can reach me here. If you need to. That was 3 numbers at this point. I remember thinking, does everyone in Ladle just hand their numbers out like this? Oh, thanks. After school was finally over, I was sitting watching TV. But really, out of the corner of my eye, I was watching the flashing light on the answering machine. I was nervous to find out if there were any messages from me on there. Message 1. Hello, Mrs. DeRosa. This is Ian. We're looking for someone to pull a late shift at the observatory tonight. Click. Message 2. Hey. It's Taylor. I'll see you later, so I guess this call's kind of pointless. I'm gonna go now. Click. Message 3. Hey Stella, it's me, Day. I know you were kind of nervous about going to the lake. If you want to talk or something before we go, you can call me. If not, I'll see you when you pick me up, okay? Bye. Click. Message 4. Stella, it's Robert. I'm holed up in my house, but I know Secret Service are here and I think they're about to kick in my door. Oh no, Stella, I need your help. Please call me. Alright, sweet. So, like, call me or I'll see you at the lake later. Oh no, here they come. I'm gonna get out in a blaze of glory. They'll never take me alive. Click. I couldn't believe it. Taylor, Day, and Robert all called me. I knew this call would be too important to risk my dad walking in on it. So I had to take the call on my own private line upstairs in my room. Alright, let's see the note that Pa left for us. Or assuming he left. Hope you had a good day at school. I'll be late as usual. Maybe we can pack up Grandma's stuff when I get home. Alright, let's go upstairs. Is our stuff from last time here? My desk is covered with things when I first moved in. It took me a week or so to organize it with my important documents. Oh, you can't look at it. Okay. That day, in my window, I thought about Day. I've never met anyone like Day before. She's so bright. For some reason, talking to her makes my stomach somersault. I hope she doesn't regret giving me her number. Oh no. She'll probably realize right away what a dweeb I am when I call her. Ugh. Between homework, dinner, and getting ready for the lake, I knew I only had a few precious minutes to make that call. So that meant I could only call one person. Also, I knew that after this phone call, I'd be flying so high for the majorness of it. I need a full hour to come back down to Earth, and I wouldn't be able to do anything else. Was I really ready to make the call? Yes. We're gonna call a day! Hello? Hey, it's Stella from school. Stella, I'm so glad you called. Oh, I'm so glad you wanted me to call. Obviously. Okay. Well, hi. It's nice to make a new friend, you know? You're my friend? Oh, well, I thought... No, wait, I want to be your friend. I'm just not used to making new friends, but I'd love to be your friend. Stella, relax. Stella, breathe. I get kind of nervous in social situations. You don't say. I'm like, kind of shy. Everyone gets nervous, Stella. Like right now, I'm super nervous about my college application. You already applied for college? Yeah, it's our last year of high school. Have you thought about college? I'm not there yet. You can say I've thought about thinking about applying for college. Where did you apply? A bunch of places, but I'm really hoping to get into Orion Technical Center. Now let's remember that, because it's bolded. Orion Technical Center. Oh, I've heard of Orion Technical Center. I'm kind of hoping to get my mind off it for a while by going to the lake. Right, about that. No, you can't whip out on me. I need a friend there tonight. Okay, I was just gonna say, see you at 7. Yes, okay, I'm gonna get ready now. Bye, Stella. Bye, Dane. After the phone call, I went to pick up Day and we headed to the lake together. I was feeling okay on the car ride over, but as soon as we got there, I was so nervous. I had to pull Day aside. There's so many people here. There's like 5 people here. I know, right? So many. I've never been to a party before. If this is the party, it's the saddest little party in history. But they're drinking. Underage. We can get arrested. There's like only one cop in town, and he used to hang out here after work to get drunk right until he got his girlfriend pregnant. So yeah, you're not gonna get busted. But I'm pretty sure that one guy's definitely smoking pot. Pot? Cool, yeah, I've totally done it. Really? For sure. Cool, me too. Really? Totally. I love to smoke all the weed. Yeah, it's so fun when you breathe it in through the doobie and you're just like, high? So high. Right. And then you get all weird and trippy? Because you can't see, because of all the smoke. Sure. That's why you fall over and stuff. Yeah. You haven't done it. Not even a little. Okay, thank God. Me neither. I don't really feel like trying it here. Me neither. Okay, cool. So I won't be the only dweeb not getting high. I still don't buy it that you're a dweeb, even if you haven't smoked pot. Well, it's true. I just feel like I spent the first 3 years of high school watching everyone else have fun. When everyone else was out partying and skipping class, I was just doing my own thing, I guess. What is your thing? Honestly, all I really do is study and occasionally draw nothing comics and stuff. You draw? Yeah. Wow. So I guess that's what you're going to college for at Orion Technical Center. Oh, we unlocked a comet. Cool. Actually, I applied for a liberal arts program. I'm not good enough to get into an art program. I just draw comics for myself. I wouldn't show them to anyone. They're pretty whatever. What? No, I bet they're awesome. Can I see? Okay, but promise not to make fun of me or anything. Here. Just don't look at it now, okay? Why don't we go say hi to everyone? Hey everyone. And she has arrived. We've got the new girl Stella here with... Whoa, is that Day or do my Raptor eyes deceive me? Yeah, it's me. Rad. Hi everybody. I feel like everyone was expecting me to say something. So I tried to introduce myself. I'm Stella. Something funny. I was freezing up badly. It was like my worst nightmare, but it was real. I feel like everyone's eyes were burning through me, seeing me for what I really was. A loser. I had to try again though. I still had a chance. Say anything. Haha, uh-oh. Choke. He was right. I was totally choking. It was just like every time I had to meet new people. I get so worried that I was going to say something uncool that when I'd actually try to say something, I'd have nothing to say because I was too busy thinking about how I'd sound super uncool. All I could think was, no, 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 not again. Not in front of the coolest people in Ladle. Hey everyone. Wanna see me turn that rock blue? What? You can do that? Totally, just see. Just did, see? I don't really see it. Oh shit, I see it. Shut up, no you don't. If you look close enough, you can see it. Man, whatever. I don't know what I would have done without Day then. Probably run into the woods in embarrassment. So, Stella, consider your tour officially over. I hope you've enjoyed it. What? On behalf of the student body of Ladle High, I would like to say, welcome to Ladle. Thanks. Does every tour of the school end in a party like this? Stella, remember we talked about this. You need at least 10 people for it to qualify as a party. I don't know, this feels pretty party-like to me. That's because you've never been to. Time froze for a second. I had to stop Taylor from telling everyone I've never been to a real party. Let's just see what Taurus does. Touristing. I've never visited strange lands before, so I'm bad at it. I assumed country parties were small, and that's because I'm just not used to going to new places. You know, the whole culture shock thing. Deep stuff. The culture of Ladle can be a complicated beast. I'll give you that. Listen, sorry everybody, I tried to get as many people here as I could, but... well, they flaked or something. They bailed on you. Ouch, it hurts, but I respect your honesty, dude. You asked them to come to the lake. Did you really expect them to come here when you know it's not their spot? I thought I still had some sway over the team, but... I still don't understand why you wanted to come here. I just wanted to change it up, I guess. Well, it looks like your friends didn't. Okay, this has all been a fairly painful conversation, but where are my manners? So, this is Jessica, my partner in crime. Partner in crime? Really, Robert? And my good friend, your dealer. My buddy, Brandon. Ugh. He's Layla's best purveyor of illicit substances. It wouldn't be a not party without him giving us his ganja and his mom's homemade beer. Selling my ganja. You still owe me money, by the way. You need anything? Let him know. For money. Yeah, I'm good. Think so. It seems like you already know Taylor. But did you know that Brandon and Taylor are in a band together? What? Really? That's so cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I play drums and Taylor plays guitar and gets beast mode on the vocals. You sing, Taylor? But didn't tell me you were in a band. Taylor? I'm out. What? Yeah, I'm gonna take off. Taylor, wait. Wait, where are you going? I'm just gonna take off. But why? Look, you don't need me here. Yes, I do. Taylor, what's really going on? I'm not good at being the center of attention. What do you mean? You're in a band. You must have been on stage before. We've never played live. Oh, well, if you ever want an audience of one, I'd love to hear you play. I promise I won't boo. You wouldn't like it. It's really grungy. Taylor, I need you here. Okay, I guess I'll stick around a little longer. Hey, there you guys are. Everything okay? Yeah. Good. Come on, Stella. Beer time. What? Let's get you a beer. Taylor, don't leave without me, okay? No promises. Taylor. Man, last time I had this homebrew, I was annihilated. Annihilated? I was so hungover I barely made it into practice the next day. Coach was pissed. He was all, Robert, if I hear about you getting drunk while you're on my team, I will blah 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 and blah you off the team, so blah blah blah. Wow, sounds pretty serious. Yeah, that's not a problem anymore though. Why? What happened? I was just moving on to other things. You know, pranks, poetry, skateboarding, cool shit like that. Did you say poetry? Oh, did I? I mean, it's just a hobby. I don't take it as serious like skateboarding. That's where I get really expressive with some sick stunts. Well, let's get you that beer now. Here you go. Actually? Psych. What, did you forget? You have to prove you're worthy to drink this homemade brew. This will be fun, don't worry. Here at the lake, there is one rule, and only one single rule. Everyone who wishes to drink the ale of Brandon's mom must prove their worthiness. I'm throwing out the gauntlet. My challenge to you, Stella, and to you too, Taylor and Day. You all have to prove you are worthy. Really, Robert? This again? Come on, Jess, this will be fun. It's a nice way for everyone to get to know each other. What exactly is this challenge? I want to know. What is the worst thing you have ever done? Your story shall be judged by me, Sir Robert of the Rail, and my fellow knight, Sir Brandon of the Green Leaf. What's going on, man? Who's doing what now? Okay, just me then. Your prize, if I deem your story worthy, is that you will be welcomed into the Order of the Knights of the Lake, and that your cuppeth will overfloweth with the sweet nectar of Brandon's mom's home-brewed beer. And by cuppeth, I mean you gotta drink from a bottle. Regrettably, we have no cuppeths. The worst thing I've ever done? It's probably pretty obvious, but in case you didn't already guess, I hadn't done anything bad or wrong since I flushed my dad's wallet down the toilet when I was 3. Let's play it cool. Prepare to believe the unbelievable. Yeah, I think I'm good. I mean, beer is tempting, but... Taylor, my man, I know the beer is shitty. I'm working on it. But I think more important than beer, the physical beer is what I'm offering to you on the metaphysical plane, dude. Here in the sacred meeting grounds of the lake at the great breakneck gorge bears witness to the meeting of the minds, I want to extend a claw of friendship to you. but I need you to meet me halfway. Share your darkest secret with this humble raptorness. So, I'll sweeten the pot. I'll tell you something I've never told a soul. Ow. No pressure. Sorry. Taylor, if you're not comfortable sharing, it's okay. Yes, I mean it is, but okay, I'll tell you. But I was pretty pissed off when I did this, so keep that in mind, I guess. Sometime last year, there was this construction company that came into Ladle, and they just had no business doing what they were doing. So I snuck into the job site and I drove a bulldozer through the foreman's office. Dude. It was at night and I knew nobody was in there. Nobody was hurt, but I get it. Seems kind of wild now. But at the time, I was just so angry. I don't even remember making the decision to do it. I just remember the feeling of righteousness when the portable office collapsed. Then, when it was over, I couldn't believe what I'd done. I just bolted. I don't think I've ever run that fast in my life. Somehow, I got away with it. They must have chalked it up to malfunctioning gear or something. And that's the worst thing I ever did. The end. Are you okay, Taylor? Yeah, I'm fine. Like I said, nobody got hurt. Right. Taylor, I don't think there's anybody, human, cryptid, dino, or great power on this earth. No god up in the sky or fucking scientists in a lab doing laser math equations that could deny your worthiness. Taylor, thou art worthy. Thanks, I guess. Day. What about you? I'm not sure I want to do this. You've done bad things? Wait, so you've done bad things? Well, yeah, of course. Everyone has, right? Well, okay, you guys remember that I used to do the morning announcements? Ha, yeah. No offense, but they were kind of dorky. The Ladle High Good Morning Gab. Shut up, you guys. One day, well, okay, I was having a pretty shitty day. And I kind of let loose over the school PA system. I remember you started the whole thing with, "Welcome to another mediocre day at our dead-end school." Oh yeah, and you said something like, "We're all doomed to haunt the halls of this crusty school until we die." Yeah, well, like I said, I was having a shitty day, week, year, life. I stood in over Vice Principal Jacobs banging on the door, trying to force it open. Wait, aren't the announcements done in his office? Yeah, I locked him out of his own office. Impressive. He didn't seem to think so. I ended up getting detention for like 3 months. Honestly, I'm surprised you weren't suspended. Or expelled. Me too, actually. They said something about it being my first offense or whatever. I'm pretty sure they didn't want to expel one of their school's, like, 3 honor students. I guess. But that's it. That's the worst thing I've ever done. I think I remember that day. Wasn't that the day that... Let's not go into that. Boo! Hey, everybody. I'm pretty sure that right after school... What are you guys talking about? I think we were talking about... that I got detention. Yeah. That's what we were talking about. Yep. Day, that announcement was legendary. There's no question. Thou art definitely worrying. Announcement? Hey, let's move on to you, Stella. How could we forget about Stella? You lived in the city, right? Bet you have some hella wicked stories to tell. Ah. The truth is, I had never done anything bad in my entire life. But I didn't tell the truth that day. I wanted to fit in so bad that I made up a lie on the spot. I tried my hardest to come up with something really wild, but also cool and believable. One time, I got in big trouble for doing something and I got detention. What happened? Let's go with breaking and entering. I, broke into a place I wasn't supposed to be in. Oh, really? What place did you break into? Let's go believable. I broke into the teacher's lounge at the school. Whoa, awesome. Why did you break into the teacher's lounge? A prank? I broke into the teacher's lounge to pull a prank on the teachers. No way. What was the prank? We had a mean gym teacher named Mr. Benson who would torture freshmen with, like, grueling physical training drills. So everyone knows Mr. Benson had a huge fake toupee. Everyone except for Mr. Benson himself. So one day I broke into the teacher's lounge while he was napping and stole his toupee. Ha ha ha! Oh my god. So let me get this straight. You got in trouble for breaking into the teacher's lounge to steal the gym teacher's toupee? Just because he was mean to the 9th graders? Yup. I don't believe it. Yeah, neither do I. Oh boy. Stella. I cannot believe that this girl did that. That it's absolutely gloves off punch to the face. You're friggin' kidding, right? Kidding, do you think that this is a joke to be worthy? I can't believe you're doing this. I'm worthy? Oh, you are worthy, alright. I'm worthy. And as such, I dubbed thee Vigilante. Oh, to the Lord of the Fire. Okay, cool. I was wondering what our new nickname was going to be. You're pretty goddamn worthy. How does it feel? Genuine. I'm actually a little bit surprised. We all are. Surprise! You're worthy. But now I want to tell you. I want to tell all of you. The legend of 20 gym socks. I have a confession. Last year, I didn't wash a single pair of gym socks. Not once. Ugh. What? I know. Gross, right? 10 pairs of socks. 20 single socks. Worn until they were so disgusting they could bring tears to your eyes. But I went further. I took those disgusting socks and packed them in a Ziploc bag so they can stew in their own juices. But that wasn't enough. Not for this Raptor. I added an onion, a sardine, and a sprinkle of coriander to the bag. And then I left it in the sun for 10 days. This bag was inflated from the stink that was fighting to get out. Oh god. Why, you ask? What possible purpose could a dinosaur have for this bag of putrid stench? I'll tell you. The most worthy of all pursuits, of course, a prank. I hid all 20 socks in different locations in the school to further stew throughout the summer. You are sick. Sick like a fox. Whenever any of you walk through the halls this year and catch a whiff of something so foul, you want to barf, you know who to blame. You have been pranked. The prank door strikes again. You're welcome. That's really something. Robert, thank you. I put one in the principal's mailbox. I put one in the boiler room. But the wildest hiding place was when I climbed up the flagpole and switched one on the school flag. You climbed a 10-foot pole on the roof for a prank? Guilty as charged. Wow. Wild. Are you kidding? That is wild. I also think it's wild. I can't believe you did that. I know. Think of the principal's face when he... That's not what I meant, and you know it. Come on, Jess. Lighten up. How am I supposed to do that when you are doing something that thoughtless? It's like nothing I ever say gets through to you. Let's not do this right now. Yeah, I get it. Look, I'm going home now. Have fun with your new friends. I'm really glad they all passed your test. Wow, talking about a buzzkill. It's all good, man. She's just messing around. Whatever, man. I'm gonna take my leave, too. I guess I'll see you guys around. Are we still on for practice tomorrow? Yeah, I mean, should be. What time? I don't know, man. Afternoon? Evening? Just run through our set without me. I'll probably drop in sometime. You know how it is. I guess. Alright, well, Ingrid and I are probably gonna head out too. Ingrid? She disappeared again, didn't she? Does anyone need a ride home? Hanging out at the lake hadn't really gone the way I thought it would. I didn't get to follow through on my plans at all. Everything happened so fast, and before I knew it, it was over and we were driving home. I remember wondering, had I made a good impression? Was that what it was like to hang out? It seemed like everyone in the car was feeling pretty down. I wanted to break the silence and brighten the mood. So I thought maybe I could finally pull off some sex symbol-like moves by letting my hair blow in the wind majestically. Oh no, my luscious locks are so free and untamed in this beautiful country air. Unfortunately, I was so busy thinking about how to be a sex symbol that I didn't realize the windows weren't open. Oh my god. I mean, what was I doing? I didn't know the first thing about being sexy. That was it. I couldn't fool myself anymore. I wasn't going to convince anyone I was a sex symbol. I couldn't even convince myself. I was starting to panic as I realized just how badly I failed at achieving my goal. Are you okay, Stella? The truck started to feel tiny. Stella? My breathing became heavy. Vigilante? I could only vaguely hear muffled voices calling my name. Just give her a minute. The car got quiet, and my breathing calmed down slowly. Eventually, I felt like I could say something. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. Yeah, it's all good. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay now. What a day, huh? Yeah, I never imagined that I'd be riding in a truck with Daylily, Stella Starosta, and Robert Raptorson. You're definitely not the most social guy at school. What do you mean? What do you mean, what do you mean? You're always just hanging out in the halls with your guitar. And that's if you're even at school at all. Okay, what about you? What about me? It's just not like you to go to the lake on a school night, that's all. I'm not a total goody two-shoes, you know. I'm sorry, Dave, but Taylor's got a point. You're like the last person I expected to see tonight. Okay, but it's not exactly like you're a frequenter of the lake either. True, I can't deny that. How well do you three know each other? Not well? What do you mean, Day? We've known each other forever. Yeah, but like, really? We hardly talk. I say hey every once in a while, don't I? I guess. I always thought you were making fun of me. What? I wouldn't do that. Sure, but I think Dave's right. We don't really know each other. Fair. Look, honestly, we all got a bit carried away. Let's start over. I'll go first. I'm Raptor Raptorson. I'm class representative. I ran unopposed, but damn it if that wasn't the best unopposed campaign ever run. I remember that. You were relentless. I thought for sure you had an opponent. Nope. Then why campaign? Taylor, that's like asking why breathe when you could die. Or like, why eat or sleep? Or why snowboard? Okay, I get it. Good, because you're next. What? I'm Taylor Talltoe, and you fill in the rest. I'm Taylor Talltoe, and I'm good, thanks. Boo! Yeah, come on. Play along, man. What, you all know everything there is to know. I'm in a band, I keep to myself mostly. The end. Okay, I'll go. I'm Daylily, and I can't wait to get the hell out of Ladle. What? Really? Yeah, as soon as we graduate, I'm so out of here. Where would you go? I don't know. Anywhere that will have me, I guess. But I really want to go to college. I guess I never thought about leaving because, you know, me, Bigfoot. Yeah, I've got a similar problem. Well, that highway expansion they're building might just... I don't know. It's just maybe Lado won't be the perfect hiding spot anymore anyways. Maybe. Okay, Stella's turn. I took a deep breath and went for it. I'm Stella Starosta, and I'm so happy to be in Ladle. Really? Yeah. You three have lived here your whole lives, so you can't see how amazing it is here. The city is so boring compared to Ladle. I'm a vigilante. I love it here. It's okay, I guess. Well, I'm pretty sure Ladle's happy you're here too. Oh, if you say so. The rest of the car ride was a blast. All the tension just faded away. You probably would think this is the boring part. All I did was drive them home one by one, right? But something amazing happened. It might seem like hardly anything to you, Doctor, but at the time it was a very big deal for me. It happened when I dropped off the last person, who was... Dang. Wow. Well, we survived that. I was so nervous the whole time. Yeah, me too. You never show it. You're so cool and collected. It's just an act. Can you teach me how to do it? I'm just an awkward mess all the time. You do get flustered pretty easily. Yeah, it's the worst. I don't think so. Actually, I think it's kinda cute. I don't know why, but I feel brave when you're around. Like everything is gonna be okay. Come here. Aw, yeah, we hugged. They hugged me. I felt something that I wasn't ready for. It was her magic through her skin, like electricity that came off her body and flowed into mine. My stomach felt like it had a weasel break dancing in it. My heart was racing. She smelled like a meadow in spring, covered with dew, flowers in bloom after a soft rain. I firmly clamped my teeth together, afraid some weird sound was going to escape my lips. When we moved apart, I felt like I was glowing, charged up by her mystic energy. All I could do was nervously laugh like a total goof. Cool. Yeah. So. See you tomorrow? Definitely, yes. Okay, night. Good night. As I drove home alone in my car, I felt like I was worthy? Worthy to be loved? Find love? Be a part of something? I don't know. All I know is that at that moment, I could tell that it's going to be a good year. Oh, title card. And I believe that's the end of the chapter also. Yes. So we're going to save it here. Gonna save this one. Yes, overwrite to save. Alright, and that's gonna be it for now. Yeah, so that's the beginning of Day's route. Not terribly different so far. We got the hug day, so that's a major difference, obviously. And excited to see how it goes over. I don't remember, I think the assignment was, the goofy thing of colonizing Mars. I think. So we'll see how that goes. So we decide with Day, and maybe we'll get a better grade on it or something. I'm not sure. But we'll find out next time. That's going to be it for now. Please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps the channel grow. And I'll catch y'all next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye!